Hey Pilates pretty people, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Caroline, a certified Pilates and yoga instructor here in Christchurch, New Zealand. Today's practice is a Pilates to the beat workout, so let's go ahead and get started with some props and tools. We have a little bit of housekeeping. We have our Pilates ball that can look like a pillow off of your couch, and we have some weights. So these weights can be 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, wrist weights, hand weights, what feels good to you. We also have a Spotify playlist as well as Apple playlist. So if you want to find those playlists, go ahead and click the link below. We'll start that playlist all together if you would like to join along for that beat. So we'll start it. I have it in my ears. For 3, 2, let's click. All right, my music has started on the bones. So take those feet hip-width distance apart, stand at the top of your mat. We'll take a nice inhale to reach those arms up, warming up the body, finding that breath. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, find your Tadasana mountain pose. Exhale, nod the chin and slowly start to peel yourself off the back wall behind you. Vertebrae by vertebrae, we fold into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands up onto the shins, shoulders into the back pocket. Exhale, generous bend in the knees, head heavy. Generous bend, plant those hands and step it back. Finding your plank here, 1 or 2 pieces. We'll send the heart forward, maybe coming onto the tippy toes. Elbows tight to the body, lowering down all the way or hovering, untucking the toes, lifting the heart. Hug the lower abdominals in. Slowly melting down, elbows still tight, hover or land. Tuck those toes, either coming through push-up or all fours. Downward facing dog, pedal through the feet. On the next inhale, we'll roll onto the tippy toes, hips to heels, find your pounce pose. Looking at the top of the mat, I'll meet you there. Step, jump, or float your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, root to rise, reach those arms all the way up to the sky. Here's that change. As you exhale, drape the hands down to the side body. Inhale, reach the crown of the head. Exhale, tip it over to the left side, right shoulder rolls. Sweep those fingertips past the toes and draw up. Opening the heart 2 more times, just like that. Last one. Draw back to center, roll out those shoulders. 1 more time, the other side. Draw those shoulders into the back pocket. Inhale, reach the crown of the head. Exhale, tip it over, roll that shoulder forward. Sweeping past the toes and peeling up the side body. Beautiful, last 2. Last one. Drawing back to center, roll out those shoulders. Inhale, let's reach those arms up to the sky. Hands to heart center. Find your Tadasana mountain pose. Exhale, nod the chin, slowly ripple down. I'll meet you in forward fold. Take your time to get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, generously bend into those knees, plant the hands, step it back into your plank. From here, pause. Pause in your variation of plank with knees down or knees lifted. Doming to the top of the back body. Jumping right into it today, we'll draw those knees down. We have Drake. So we have this song twice, 1 time on either side. So let's get ourselves set up. In all fours, we'll tuck that right toe under. Left toe is going to be reaching behind us. As soon as the beats drop, we're going to find that 3-legged dog. Whew. Breathing in and out. In 3, 2. Let's find that downward facing dog. 3-leg reach. Draw it down. Forearm down. Reach it out. Draw it down. Step it down. Kick it up. Draw it down. Forearm down. You got it. Lift it out. I'm right here for you. Step it down. Send it up. Drop it down. Forearm. take it out, draw it down, step, send it up, draw it down, forearm, kick it out, draw it down. Last time, let's kick it up, reach it up, draw it down, forearm down, pause here. We're going to keep that left hip down, but we're going to reach that left knee out. Draw it down, reach it out. Here we go. Keep pressing through that forearm, that palm of the hand. Left hip draws down. We're reaching that left knee out. Make it hard for those glutes. Last one. Kick it out. This time we start at the very beginning. Draw it down. Step it down. Send it up. Forearm. Out. Draw it down. Step it down. Reach it up. Whew, almost there. Next time you find that fire hydrant, draw it down, kick it out, reach it out, fold it in, draw it in, stay low, lift, kick it out, draw it down, and in. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Whoo! Draw it down. Really well done. Walk those hands back, roll out those wrists right into Taylor Swift. Here we go. So come into your all fours when you're ready. We won't stay on those wrists for long. I'll turn to face you. That left leg is going to sweep out to the side, pressing that pinky edge or knife edge of that foot down, and then slowly walk it up. Lift into that high kneel, send the pelvis slightly forward, engage those glutes. From here, take those hands to the temples, press through that pinky side, and away from that left leg, we reach, reach, and lift. Keep that long spine, hinging from those hips. 5. Last 4. 3 more. Last one. This time, we draw it down. 2 inches up, 2 inches down. Woo! Here we go. Hug those shoulder blades in the back. Send the pelvis forward. Engage those glutes. We're here. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. You got it. Last 2. Oh, last 1. 2 inches up, 2 inches down. Pause. Take that bottom hand, take it down, reach that top hand up, roll through, thread that needle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last 4. For 3. Last 2. Imagine that exhale is wringing out a towel. Inhale. Breathe it in. Exhale. Inhale, we reach up. Take that hand onto the top hip. and then lift that top leg. Option to keep it low, little taps from the ground. Point the toe, option to lift it to hip height. Little pulses here. Send the pelvis forward. Press to that standing hand. Shoulders are soft. Little pulses. 2 inches up, 2 inches down at max. Whew. Taylor Swift is making this a little easier, but man, oh man, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. We have our kneeling arm series next. Last one. Draw it in. Whew. Shake out those arms. Give that massage to that glute. We're going to take that ball, if we want it or have it, in between the knees to feel those adductors, those inner thigh muscles starting to activate just naturally as they do. Taking those weights, we'll place them in either hand. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. And as you exhale, we laterally lift. Reach it out to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping those shoulders nice and low. We're checking in here. So hug the lowest rib towards the spine with every exhale. Keep the core engaged. Last 2. Last one. Exhale, we lift. Little circles to the front. Tiny little dessert plate circles with those soft shoulders and that engaged core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause it here. Flip the palms, draw it in. Reach, 90. Reach, and 90. Make sure the torso isn't moving. Neither is that elbow. We're not reaching up with those elbows. We're staying nice and long. For 4, 3, 2, 1. 90. Draw it in and out. We're staying with that beat, so it's a little bit faster. Hug those shoulder blades together in the back. And open, close, and open through those elbows. We're here. Last 2. Woo. Last one. All right. Close. Little pulses up and down. Those hands clasped together. And those elbows are as close as they can be. Hug the lowest rib in. We start to feel those shoulders right away in this one. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause. Pause here, just a static hold. Then we'll find those hip hinges. So keep the spine nice and long. And then from here, we draw those arms down. Whew. Again, the spine is nice and long. Imagine you have a ruler behind you. We hinge into those hips. Set those sit bones down towards the heels. Bicep curl in. And then press it back down. Nice and long. Hinge. Engage the glutes on the rise up. All right, we're getting into it. So this time we draw it up. Hinge it back. Punch it up. Fold it in and up. Last 2. Last one. This time, folding in, adding on, kicking back, in and up. We take that beat up, kick, fold, and reach. Kick, fold, and reach. Keep hugging that lowest rib, engaging through the glutes at the top. We're here. Last 2. Last one. This time, drop it down, kick it back, a little pulses into those triceps. Kick those pinkies up, but also hug them in. Imagine there's a second ball behind the back. We're here to the end for 5, 4, 3, 2, back to Taylor Swift. Drawing in and take those weights. All right. Coming back into all fours. We're going to step the right leg out nice and long. Pinky side of that foot is going to be heavy. From here, we walk those hands back up. Engage the glutes. So sending that pelvis forward, hands at the temples. We'll get started. Reach. And lift. Keep that spine long. Feel that hinge. And draw. That's the one. Almost there. Last 4. Woo. For 3, 2, and 1. We're going to start that little pulse. So when you're ready, drop it down, pulse up and down. 2 inches up, 2 inches down. Press through that pinky side. Keep it long. Woo-wee. All right. Next, we're going to find those thread the needles. A little bit of rest, a little bit of a break. Find that breath in it. Last 2 and 1. Keep it low. Take it down. Reach it up and thread. Reach it up and thread. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that rotation. Last 2. Last 1. Draw back up. Hand onto that hip. If it feels good, those toes just point and we lift from here. Otherwise, lift to hip height, little pulses. Send the pelvis forward. Engage those glutes. Press through that standing hand. Here we go. Oh, we're almost there. Embrace that shake. Let's keep going. 5. Last 4. For 3. Back to Drake after this. In 2. It's nice and strong today. And I know you've got this. Last 1. Draw back in and under. Wring out those wrists. Center yourself back into all 4 as we go. We'll wait for that song change. And let's get going. So this time, the left toes tuck under. We're going to point through the right toes here. So we're feeling those left toes tucking under, right toes lifted. We'll wait for that breakdown. Last 4. For 3. Last 2. Let's take it up. Let's go. Send it up. Reach. Draw it down. Forearm down. Reach it out. Draw it down. Step it down. Send it up. Drop it down. Forearm down. Kick it out. We got this. Staying strong through the upper body. I know we're feeling that left glute. That standing leg. It's doing a lot. It's a full body workout here. Keep that right hip low. Kick that right knee up. We're almost in those fire hydrants. So let's stay down. Next time we find them, draw it down, reach it out, and in, out, and in. Press through that forearm, press through that hand. Keep it strong. Last two. Reach it out. Draw it in. Reach it out. Draw it in. Stamp it down. Take it up. This time we'll stay in that downward facing dog. Drop it down and forearm down. Lift it out. Kick it out if you can. Draw it down. Lower down. We're going to lift it out. Reach it out. Draw it in. Draw it down. A nice home workout here. We have some furniture as obstacles in the way. We work around it. Last one. Really well done. Roll out those wrists. Whew. We have a little stretch to get into, so let's go ahead. Finding your way into all fours. We won't stay here for long. Tuck those toes, lifting up into that downward facing dog. When you're ready, flex through the left foot, send it up to the sky. Heel to opposite glute, but square off those shoulders, so send the left shoulder down to meet the right. We'll take a wide-legged lunge here, so roll onto the right tippy toes, draw that left knee into the tricep, and then step it forward. Pausing here. We'll take a nice scoop of the tail, start to lift onto those fingertips, and then once you find that balance, we'll reach all the way up into that wide-legged crescent lunge. Turn the palms to face forward. Drop into that back knee as you cactus those arms, elbows draw out, hug those shoulder blades. Reach it up. Last two. Nice and slow. Last one. This time, stay high. Reach that left arm up. Drape that right hand down under the shoulder, planted onto the mat. Lifting up into that twisted lunge. Option to lower down, taking that back knee down. Otherwise, draw it back. Heel draws back to the back of the room, reaching up. Last breath. Exhale. Both hands melt to the mat. Pivot so that the left toes are turned out. Heel is turned in. And then step it forward. Reach those arms. Knees are tracking over the second toe. Little pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to heart. Press it all the way up through those heels, reaching those arms up and drape them down. Man, oh man, roll out those shoulders, heel toe back to center. Find that breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, nod the chin. Slowly ripple down. Head heavy, knees soft, shoulders loosey-goosey. Inhale, halfway lift. Find your downward facing dog. So generously bend into the knees, plant the hands, step it back, not as quite far back as you would for your plank. Tip those hips up to the sky, drape the chest towards the tops of the thighs. Take a moment. Exhale, heels melt. Flex through the right foot, send it up to the sky. Heel to opposite glute. Roll that right shoulder down. Align it with the left. We do it again. Wide-legged lunge, rolling onto the left tippy toes. Draw the right knee to the outside of the tricep. Step it forward. All right, find that balance. Pick up those fingertips, scoop the tail. Pressing through the soles of the feet to get there, we'll reach up. Our wide-legged crescent lunge. You got it. Turn the palms and drop it down. Reach it all the way up. Last one. Beautiful. Take it into that twist. Last 2 breaths. Take the right hand just under the right shoulder. Turn the right toes out, heel in. Step it forward. Reach it forward. Little pulse. Pressing up and down through those heels. Keep that tail nice and long, spine nice and long, the shoulders nice and soft. Hug that lowest rib in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the hands. Press it all the way up. Drape it down. Heel toe back to center. Once again, inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, find your Tadasana. Exhale, nod the chin. Imagine peeling off the wall behind you with one vertebrae at a time, peeling off. Head becomes nice and heavy. Shoulders a little loosey-goosey. Knees soft. Take a moment. Catch that breath. Notice the sensations that are drawing into the body. Calm in the mind. Last breath here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, generous bend in the knees. And let's find those weights. Coming all the way up to standing, take your time. We'll take a nice second position or plie squat. So toes out, heels in, feet are a little bit more than hip width distance apart. We take those arms to the side, rock and roll those shoulders into the back pocket. They'll stay there. Hug that lowest rib in. We keep that core engaged. On the next inhale, we fold into those knees, reach those arms out to the side. As you exhale, press to the heels, drawing up, hands to the hips. Inhale. Last song, last working song. Then we'll chill out a little bit. You're doing it. Last one. Draw it down, little pulses up and down through those legs. Pressing through those heels, even dance through those toes. Really send that weight back. Those arms are reaching out to either side. They're starting to feel that burn. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Flip the palms, reach it up and down. Stay low and up. You got it. Last 2. And 1. Reach those arms, draw them into heart center. Elbows together. We know this one well. Little pulses up and down. Keeping those elbows about at shoulder height, just a little higher and a little lower for those pulses. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press through those legs, reach out nice and long, reach those arms, drape them by your side. Roll those shoulders. All right, heel toe. Those feet back to hip width distance apart. From here, we fold into the knees and press it up. Fold and lift. It should feel familiar. The spine should stay long. Last one. This time, stay low. Little pulse, pulse. Last 2 and 1. Lift it up. All right, here's that change. Fold it in, tricep, step it back. One leg and then the other. Fold, tricep as you step it back. All right, now we know it. We'll pick up that pace. We'll find that beat. Reach and in, reach and in. Kick into those triceps, pinkies draw up, but also they draw in. Almost squeeze an imaginary ball behind you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw it in, little pulse. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Punch it up. Draw it down. That's our add. So we're stepping back, one leg steps with us. Fold it in, punch it up. Draw it down, other leg. Keep it alternating. We find that beat. Let's take it there. Reach and in, up and down, out and in, up and down. That lowest rib, as you kick those arms up, I want to see it travel down towards the hips. One more time. Take it back and in, up and down. Press and in. Press. Stay in that squat. Just the triceps. Kick those pinkies up and in. Up and in. Up and in. 3, 2, and 1. Draw it in. Press it up. Big circle sweep all the way around. One last time, we'll use that ball if we want to. Sometimes if we don't have a ball accessible, this might be quite challenging. So finding your child's pose. Otherwise, we draw those knees out to either side, big toes touch in the back, sink those hips down to the heels, and then when you're ready, walk that ball away, draw it onto the forearms, drape the chest down. Opening up through the chest. If you have a blanket, a pillow, it will do the same thing. You just can't walk it out. So just draping yourself down. Letting the heart melt towards the earth. Even the arms are lifted a little bit higher. Feeling that stretch. Pressing the right hand into that ball or that blanket, that pillow. We reach under with the left arm. Pressing into that ball, that pillow, that blanket. Pressing away to the other side. Pressing away. And once again, we drape with or without that ball, that pillow, or that blanket. You're more than welcome to find any other spaces or places for cool down, to release, to let go, or finding an extra little kick by finding another practice here on the channel. But if you would like to come up with us, we slowly roll that ball towards the knees. Coming into a seated position that feels good to you. Maybe that's that low kneel. Maybe it's crisscross applesauce. From here, we rock those shoulders into the back pocket, maybe using a few shoulder circles. Inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, bowing the chin to the chest, a subtle bow to oneself. Take a nice big belly breath. Well done. And let it go with a sigh. As always, we close with gratitude for finding your way here onto your mat, into your practice, your body, your mind. And with light and love, peace. Thank you so much, team. If you have any questions, let me know. Any comments, anything you would like to see on our channel, you're more than welcome to pop it down into the comments. Give it a like if you liked this workout, and I'll see you in the next workout. Bye.